Hello, everyone. I've gotten some messages in from Deanna, Sharon. Great to see you, Cheryl. Guys, welcome. What a week it's been. We really started out with an amazing week of guests. You guys have been here and watching and sharing, and I really appreciate that. So, from wherever you're listening, I know we're streaming in a few places at a time, including here at my YouTube channel. So, I'm Dr. Anna Quebec. I'm the girlfriend doctor, and this is the opportunity to, as always, you can ask me anything. There is no such thing as too much information, and feel comfortable and confident in asking your questions. I know sometimes you get shy and you want to email them in, and you email them to my team at drannaqubeka.com, and I will answer them typically in my lives, on my podcast, in my blogs, and also in my newsletter. So a lot of great places to connect with me. So I'm here on Facebook. I'm also on Instagram at Dr. Anna Quebeca. And I have a lot of news. Today I want to hit some of your questions that have come in. And a key topic that comes in over and over again is stress and hormones and sleep. These are two issues that I'm going to address today, stress and hormones and sleep. So I want you in the chat box right now to let me know, how many hours of sleep are you getting a night right now? Are you getting less, more? Are you getting 7 to 9 hours? What's happening with your sleep cycle right now during this time? And is it getting better or is it getting worse? And that's important. It's important for me to know too, and just working with you and creating solutions and writing about what is maybe how I can help you with your next right step. Knowing what you're dealing with is important. So we're going to talk about sleep. We're going to talk about stress and your hormones. And I always get the question about stress and hair loss. So does that sound good? Go ahead and post in the comment. And to share this, bring a friend, tag a friend, and also to share this live so you can bring your friends along with you to ask questions. Maybe you know someone who has a questions, or to share this on your page, which I so appreciate because we're getting the word out. And we're going to run through a summary list of some of the key topics that we've touched on. This is day 25 of straight lives, coming here, answering questions, addressing issues, and hitting topics from immune system to sleep to sex to menopause to leaky bladder, and certainly all our immune boosting strategies that we've been doing and talking about, as well as some fabulous guests. This week I had Lisa Sasevich on. I had her, Met for More, yesterday. We had this, or 2 days yesterday. Yeah. We had this beautiful, I got her book in today straight away. So my book is coming out, Keto-Green 16. You guys know this. Keto-Green 16-day plan. Whoop. Over here with lots of pre-order bonuses. That's coming out May 5th. And so hitting on some issues on some topics in here to see. Hey, Emily. Hey, Deanna. I'm glad you found us here. Jane, good to see you. Donna, Mary. Okay, Mary's struggling with some sleep here. A little bit less than before, but last night, solid 7 hours. So that's important. That's great. Emily said, I have a sleep tracker and it's showing usually around 7 hours, mostly light sleep. So I want to get you into even deeper sleep. That would be great. Cheryl says she got her book Meant for More this morning. Excellent, Cheryl. Let me know how you love it. Donna said, typically 6 to 6.5 hours of sleep a night, not much difference. So relatively the same. Deanna says 8.5 to 9, thanks to keto. Great. Good job. All right. So we're going to work just getting a little bit deeper sleep and see what we can do about that. But what I was saying is that to share this and stream this and tag your friends, can do that at my Dr. Anna C page, at my main page. So when we're in the groups, apparently I learned this, we cannot share the live streams from within the groups to people who are not in the group. So, but you can share it from my Dr. Anna Quebeca page. And I appreciate that because that helps get the word out. Yesterday, I want to hit on a couple points. We talked with Dr. Tucker Woods. You guys, was he not fabulous? chief medical officer at Christ Hospital in New Jersey, and on the front lines, his team, the ancillary staff and administrative staff, on the front lines. And what he said so much yesterday, but really what he said that struck me is we as physicians, we're used to being in front of risky situations, infectious disease, and some terrifying situations. However, in general, we don't risk our lives going to work every day, and that's what's happening right now. And that's a general feel and a true camaraderie and friendship and community that I know he's developed and he's seen within his hospital, to see that camaraderie and that just dedication. So my heart goes out to all our healthcare providers and first responders and those that are, just showing up day after day, putting themselves at risk and helping each other. So, and with that, I know each of you listening, I have tasked you and said, you guys are a wise group of people working on your health and then the health of others, continuing to educate and spread this message. That's why it is important to share, to tag, to comment, and again, ask your questions. There is no such thing as a silly question, and there's no such thing as too much information. So ask away. I want to talk about just some, let's see here. Iris said, for the past 2 years, I've only been sleeping 5 to 6 hours. And Marcia said, I'm 48 and wake up multiple times per night, every 2 hours for about half an hour. Marcia, are you getting up to use the bathroom? Sometimes it is you're getting up to, is it using the bathroom? Or are you just wide awake? Are you having anxious thoughts? Let me know and see. And someone bought their book today. Yay! So thank you. And don't forget, when you buy Keto-Green 16 at dranna.com, actually, I'll put this banner in. When you get Keto-Green 16, so dranna.com/Keto-Green, there are a whole bunch of great book bonuses that you get. Now, I had these printed out, but these are, you get to you can download these. And so we have a quick start guide, have the fasting recipes, and have the food roadmap. So don't forget to get those bonuses. I wanted to be sure to tell you that. All right. So we're going to talk about sleep today and how important it is to get a good night's sleep. And you guys know what could be better right now than getting a good night's sleep. Switch out this. Okay. Banner. There we go. Learning this technology. Here we go. So, what are the benefits of a good night's sleep? You guys can list them in the chat box if you want. We know that when we sleep, we restore, regenerate, feel so much better. That is our body's time to, get rid of the old, clean out the junk, do the house cleaning, and also rest and repair. If our body's having to work hard while it's sleeping to fight inflammation, to digest food, then we're not getting the restorative sleep that we really need. And sometimes we're waking up in the middle of the night or not getting a good night's sleep because maybe we had something, if our body's trying to digest something, or we had a higher carb meal, that can affect our blood sugar. And we want to watch that. We want to watch how our blood sugar, if we are waking up, is it a blood sugar issue? So we really want to stabilize. All of the meals in Keto-Green 16, my Keto-Green recipes, are all designed to really stabilize your blood sugar. So I used my handy dandy continuous blood sugar monitor, which I have a sensor that just is on my arm. And with the app, the Freestyle Libre, and if you can see the sensor, it's a little white sensor, will read the blood sugar. So I'm after lunch and my blood sugar is really, really stable all day. You see no peaks, no high peaks, no steep valleys. And that's important. Blood sugar stabilization is important for a good night's sleep as well. Also, what is the benefit of good night's sleep? Anti-aging. You know how like you'll go get some. I used to have a medical spa in here in where I practice in Southeast Georgia, and I remember one time a laser esthetician said, this laser treatment will make you look like you got a good night's sleep. I'm like, okay, well, let's focus on getting that good night's sleep. And I think that's really critical. So there's some tools that we definitely use to help get a good night's sleep, and creating an evening ritual. When we're creating an evening ritual, it's the setting us up for success for a good solid night's sleep. So the earlier we eat, the better blood sugar control we have, the less we'll be digesting and working overnight. So, stopping dinner, stopping eating by 6, 7 p.m. is ideal. So anytime after that, we're getting close to our bedtime hours. And also our body has to secrete more insulin to manage the glucose for that same meal. So, I write about that in my book, how insulin secretion is very variable based on the time of day. So we'll become more insulin resistant the later in the day. And that can also affect our, blood sugar stability and affect our cortisol and, create issues with getting a good night's sleep. So stopping electronics, blue light. I have my blue light blockers. I did have them right here somewhere on my head. Blue light blockers. I've been at the computer pretty much, all day today. I've been doing interviews and podcasts. I interviewed with the amazing Brad Kearns from Primal Life, Primal Blueprint, and the Primal Life Kitchen. So great. He works with Mark Sisson and Elle Russ, some of my favorite people. And I was interviewed by Heather Forbes Osta, and that was just a fabulous interview as well. So really having fun interviews, as well as a big team meeting that I had, getting to pull together all of my team virtually and connect for a while. So there's been some fabulous meetings all day today, and then using blue light blockers to help decrease the disturbance and disruption to our circadian rhythm and our body's production of melatonin. So eat earlier in the evening, avoid blue light, and set up a bedtime ritual that will set you up for success. And some other things. Elle wrote, just try to limit the computer before bed, also stretching and a short sleep meditation. That is perfect. Definitely meditation in the evening. Also a warm bath, warm shower, using essential oils such as lavender, bergamot, clary sage. That's a beautiful combination to use all three even together to help with relaxation and cortisol management, as well as certainly meditation, prayer, gratitude journaling, reflecting on our day at that time, having a journal, pen and paper by your bedside. If you are ruminating, you're worried, write down what thoughts are coming through your mind so you can then close the book and put those away so you can get a good night's sleep. Another problem many people have is getting up in the middle of the night to use the bathroom. Hence, they're not getting a good night's sleep. So in my first book, The Hormone Fix, I write about intermittent dry fasting, so that you are, first of all, we don't drink much with our meals. And I was talking to someone today. He's like, I never knew that, but that makes perfect sense. And we don't drink much with our meals. Free refills is destroying America, right? It is creating a issue with diluted digestive enzymes. So for example, you take a piece of meat, you're eating your food, you pour acid on it, which is what our stomach's supposed to do when we're eating, pH of 1, 2, 3, digest the food. But if we pour a tall glass of water or beer or whatever it is you're drinking right on top of that, then we have diluted the digestive enzymes, and that also creates the food does not decompose the way it needs to, does not get digested well. We don't absorb the macronutrients. Food gets pushed through, partially digested. So number one, eat your meals earlier, drink up to 15 minutes before you eat, and then start 2 hours after. And ideally stop drinking I typically say there's no need to drink more than a cup of tea before bedtime. Let your body digest that evening meal. Let it digest that evening meal and let your digestive enzymes do what it needs to do. You don't need to overhydrate after that evening meal. Always hydrate earlier in the day. And this has helped so many patients not have to get up and use the bathroom in the middle of the night, right? So you don't have to get up and use the bathroom in the middle of the night. That makes perfect sense. And the healthier you get as far as your cellular health, the the less water retention you'll have throughout the day, the less needing to, or diuresis we call it, the less needing to use the bathroom in the middle of the night. So that's a perfect balance. Another big thing that we're having trouble with managing right now is cortisol, stress hormone cortisol. So we are waking up at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Marsha is. And so that's often due to cortisol. So we have to do things to improve our cortisol. What do we want to do? Adaptogens. First of all, stress management, right? Meditating, everything I've already talked about. Meditation, essential oils, a nice warm bath, creating an evening ritual, reducing blue light exposure, and also mindset, compartmentalizing. Not if we're having anxiety or worry, we honor those thoughts 15 minutes a day, and also journal so that those thoughts can be out of our mind and on the paper. That's important for managing cortisol. In my recent blog, I talked about, keeping it together. This was not this week, but the week before. And so that's at dranna.com, where you can read that and the key steps that I recommend to really harness your mind and support your physiology. And I also did a Facebook Live. I did a Facebook Live on that last Friday. So go through. There's 24 Facebook Lives. There's titled there. So definitely like, comment, share those gifts of love, let's call them. Let's see what I said. So the other thing with cortisol is also using an adaptogen like maca, Mighty Maca Plus. It is essential. This is one of my essentials. I drink it in the morning, first thing. I hydrate with Mighty Maca to detoxify. Then I don't eat anything else until my 16-hour window. So essentially 14 to 16 hours, really range for 16 hours on average, but 16-hour intermittent fasting window. And then I have, I break fast with my meal for the day. And also a really important thing that I've been doing in the evening is also taking another 1 or 2 scoops of Mighty Maca with hot water, the hot tea. And that's become part of my evening ritual. Again, adaptogenic in nature, can help manage cortisol, help us also relax and get a good night's sleep. So can do that now, especially if you're waking up in the middle of the night and you're wide awake, thoughts are ruminating. That can support you. In the perimenopause, postmenopause, bioidentical progesterone is a natural sedative. It can really help you get a good night's sleep. So the Pure Balance PPR cream is what I've created to help me with that and to help my clients with that. And magnesium. Magnesium is very supportive for a good night's sleep. So that magnesium L-threonate, like the one in Better Brain and Sleep formula at dranna.com, 1 scoop in the evening. And with this high amount of stress, we tend to deplete magnesium faster. So 1 scoop twice a day. Again, powdered formula, mix it with water and just drink that down. So that's an excellent form of magnesium. You want to avoid magnesium citrates and magnesium. Typically magnesium citrates will go right through you and aren't absorbed. Magnesium L-threonate is absorbed and crosses the blood-brain barrier. So that makes it really, more therapeutic, and as well as a magnesium glycinate, a very well-absorbed type of magnesium, right? We don't want to have loose bowels and diarrhea necessarily, but magnesium citrate, that will make that happen. So look at the type of magnesium. For the gold standards, go to my website. And then melatonin at night. There's been some research looking at melatonin improving immunity. And certainly if we are getting a good night's sleep, we are improving our immunity. without a doubt, right? It is one of our best defenses to getting sick and to creating a resilient health. So melatonin at night. I use a sublingual. It's called Pure Snooze on my store. It's a 3 milligram. And I have my daughter Amira was giving it to her yesterday because she has to do her classes in Holland started back up. So she is going to bed earlier at 5 p.m. So she's getting some melatonin now to help her adjust her sleep cycle to her classwork in the Netherlands. All right, let's see what questions you guys have. So that's sleep. Are there any other questions about sleep? Let me put my blue light blockers back on and my readers. And let's see. And remember, if you go to Dr. Anna C, please share this and my other videos. That just makes such a big difference. And tag people you want them to come along with you on the journey or struggling, have questions. Tell them, let's go see my girlfriend doctor together, and don't hesitate to ask me anything. Donna said, I like the Better Brain. That's the Better Brain and Sleep formula. Thank you, Donna. And Marcia said, thanks. I just started back doing a light yoga and stretches in the evening to wind down from my day. Great. Let's see. Cheryl says, when I attended IIN, we were told that for some people, it's not always drinking too much before bedtime that wakes us up, but could also have been having too much sodium in a meal. What's your thought on that for sleep intrusion? I mean, certainly it's possible. What we're talking about, what we do with the Keto-Green way, and it's balanced for cellular health, so we don't have leaky membrane and edema. And that's part of improving cell membrane structure. And the other concept of that is, certainly, definitely drinking too much before bedtime can be effective. We have to do that bladder retraining. It's an aspect, but caffeine is another biggie. Hidden caffeines. In the South, there's a lot of sweet tea drinkers, or even just iced tea drinkers, or coffee later in the day. That can mess us up. Linda says, I drink a lot of water and juice. And I would say, Linda, best to eat the fruit, not drink the juice in general. Depends on what kind of juice you're talking about here. But tends to be too high in carbohydrates, too high in sugar, and it'll keep us from getting into ketosis. Helpful Natural, cute kitty picture here, said, just want to say thank you so much for Jolva. I was at my wit's end until I discovered your cream, a game changer for sure. Oh my gosh. Well, thank you. Thank you so much. That's what we're talking about, Jolva. It's always on my countertop here. Jolva is my anti-aging cream for the vulva. If you guys have used it and you're watching, just write a little comment in the comment box. I'd love to hear your experience as well. And Helpful Natural, thank you. Please definitely email my team, share your testimonial. I love reading them. We love reading them. It makes our day. Every time in our Tuesday meetings, we're sharing some of these wins that we hear from our clients. So thank you for doing that. And you guys, this is a 7-night size. They are on, if you've never tried Jolva before, we have a one-time free trial offer. And you can just get this for $4.95 shipping. So, and then the full tube lasts 2 months. Some people don't realize that. Deanna said, good reminder of no fluids with meals. And very little, right? Very little. All right. Okay, let's see here. Cheryl wrote, let me see, I have to read it this way. Not sure if you were on the panel a few days ago on the virtual Doctor's Night Out, but one of the doctor mentioned Lactobacillus casei strain from Shiroto that helps with sleep. What's your thought on that? I take Synthroid for my thyroid. Can this change the texture of your hair? One section of my hair went straight but kinky since starting many years ago. Could that happen, or is there something else that caused it? That's a really good question. I think there could be many things. The biggest thing I think about with hair shifts, there's the sulfur bonds, and sometimes it's detoxification issues, sometimes it's nutrient issues. One thing for me, stress, I've talked about this, but stress can cause hair loss. stress-related hair loss from cortisol. And what we have to do to support that, decrease that hair loss caused by stress, what happens is testosterone is converted to dihydrotestosterone. It can cause this male pattern hair loss, which I had to way back here at one point from, just unremitting stress. And so zinc can help, 30 to 60 milligrams. I have, again, this is what I use, my skin, hair, and nails formula on my website. Skin, hair, and nails formula. It has 50 milligrams of zinc in it. It has vitamin A, it has biotin, has a lot of great micronutrients to help. So, we have strong, healthy hair, right? So I think that's important. Linda said, I love Julva. Thank you. You are very welcome, Linda. Thank you. I appreciate you. Robin said, hey, Robin. She said, I'm 56. I had a stroke about 2 years ago. My sleep cycle is, you're very young. I tried melatonin. I don't drink coffee. What can I do to improve this? This is where I would definitely discuss with your doctor. Well, first, it's magnesium. And sublingual magnesium. So magnesium, like the magnesium L-threonate, is a powerful form of magnesium that's very beneficial, Robin. So I would definitely work to start that even once, twice a day. All my stroke clients, I make sure they're on healthy omega-3s, but definitely check with your doctor. You want to be on high quality omega-3s, like my Omega Extreme that are in my store. The other thing with melatonin, for me, sublingual melatonin is the only one that works for me. So that's the purest snooze that I have. You can start with a half of one, go to one, but you could go to 2 or 3 if you need to. And then, discuss with your doctor about bioidentical progesterone. Always in my postmenopausal clients that haven't been on progesterone, and transdermal cream is not associated with increased risk of stroke or increased risk of blood clotting or anything. We typically associate those risks with oral estrogen, even transdermal estrogen that's applied through the skin. We do not see a risk there. So often some bioidentical progesterone, some DHEA, like what's in Julva, or prescription testosterone can also help with hormonally balanced sleep. Now, again, getting Keto-Green, checking your cortisol, checking urine pH and ketones. That's an important marker to check urine pH and ketones. Now, I have got to hop at the top of the hour because I have 3 more interviews today that I'm 3 more podcasts that I'm being interviewed on, and I'll tell you right now who those are with. I'm going to be with Jay Campbell. We're going to be talking about men's health and hormones. So excited to be on his podcast. And also we'll be talking with Dr. Sarah McKay later on today for psychological health. And then I'll be meeting up with JJ Virgin and several friends later this evening. And I can't wait for that. So let's see. We've got a couple more questions. I didn't see if I can answer them. Let me speed answer them real quick. Best form of magnesium, Valerie, magnesium L-glycinate and magnesium threonate, chelated magnesium, like in my Better Brain and Sleep formula. Deanna said, I'm 51, 6 years fatigue issues. Most recent blood work shows low DHEA, low thyroid, very low testosterone. Will Keto-Green diet work alone, or will I have to do hormone therapy? 6 weeks of keto, and I felt very good results with sleep and weight loss. Awesome, Deanna. I definitely would say Keto-Green. Check urine pH and ketones. You can definitely start with PPR cream, and if your DHEA is already low and you haven't been using Julva, definitely want to make sure that you get a free trial of Julva. And we also have the Mighty Maca. What we've seen in clients using Mighty Maca is improvement in DHEA by 70% in 2 months. So huge. So, excuse me. Oh, Marcia said, I see JJ Virgin left a testimonial. We love her. She's part of our Genius Network. I love the Genius Network, y'all. That is awesome. Thank you. Yeah, she wrote a testimonial. David Perlmutter wrote the foreword. We've had beautiful rave reviews about Keto-Green 16, so I can guarantee you that you will like it. And Jean, great to see you, Jean. All right, low T3, low TSH. We're going to work on that. Definitely want to get a low T3 up. Selenium, zinc, and iodine-rich foods. And then Jean wrote, I will end with this. Jean wrote, ladies, Dr. Anna's PPR, along with Keto-Green and Mighty Maca. I started sleeping. Such a lifesaver. Thank you, Jean. Thank you for being here. I want to thank all of you guys for being here. I appreciate you. And I'm so grateful to be your girlfriend doctor. Be sure to spread the word about Keto-Green 16 and what a powerful book that is. You guys can pre-order at dranna.com/Keto-Green. Thank you guys. Take care. I will see you tomorrow, 4:30. See you then.